And one. I apologize if you've been watching the stream wondering why I can't hear anything. Well, that's simply because I have no idea what I'm doing. Back on offense, running for the Lakers. Little show and go move from Pogue. Robbins cleans up the miss. Power dribble out to the corner. That is Borbay. Borbay, one-handed runner, won't go. Hauled in by Laux.
Man, Camdenton's had a lot of misses up close.
Crocker, he drops it to Gray, who goes back to Crocker. Corner three off the iron, right back to Crocker, who lays it in uncontested.
That's why you follow your shot.
Lead back at 9, 28-19. Basham into the front court. Out to Borbay. A reminder, if you want to watch this, we have audio back. I apologize. Robbins turns. His shot partially blocked. Cleaned up by Seamow. Puts it up and in. 21-28, 7-point lead. Laux, he's going to try a three of his zone and rolls it in. 21-31, it's back to 10. With 7.7 to go. We've finally seen a little offense here in this second quarter, but we've seen a little more out of South Callaway than out of the Lakers.
Yeah, and it's not like Camdenton's done a bad job on defense either. I mean, they're playing some great D. Very active, man, both teams.
Borbay with it, 5 seconds to go, and he is fouled. Okay, they're going to play a little game here. With 4.7 left, that is only team foul number 3, I believe. 5 gets you in the bonus, 4.7 to go. And coach saying, all right, we're going to foul, make them reset, and burn just a little extra clock there. They get in the backcourt to Borbay. Crosses half court, 2 seconds. 1 second, got to get a shot off, and they won't. The Lakers can't get a shot off before the half. We've played one half of basketball, 31-21. The lead, South Callaway over Camdenton. We'll be back with your Hy-Vee halftime show in just a moment. You're listening to Laker basketball on Mix 92.7.
This Christmas, come to Duncan Diamonds and Fine Jewelry and shop our timeless diamond and gold styles for the perfect gift that shows appreciation for those you adore. This will be Duncan Jewelry's 49th Christmas, providing meaningful jewelry that becomes the perfect sentiment of enduring love that lasts a lifetime while maintaining its beauty and elegance for generations to come. Make the season sparkle with Duncan Diamonds and Fine Jewelry, 450 Osage Beach Parkway.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area, or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
High-tech auto body and towing and professional collision repair, servicing the lake area and central Missouri for 28 years with 24-hour, 7-day-a-week repair. Accidents are scary and the repairs shouldn't be. High-tech has the best complete collision repair. So should the need arise for towing or expert collision repair, remember one stop at High-Tech Collision and Tow. Your neighborhood tow team in the big yellow trucks. Located on Highway 42 across from the high school. Call 348-9070 when you need us.
And welcome to the Hy-Vee halftime show here at Tipton High School. It's a 10-point lead right now for South Callaway, but you still get the feeling that whichever of these teams really finds their offensive rhythm can win this game.
Yeah, this is it's been a struggle for both teams, kind of on the offense a little bit. For Camdenton a little bit more. They've missed some shots, some up close ones, but man, the defense for both teams is just unbelievable, man.
It really has been. We have some true blue athletes out here running the floor. What's really stood out to me, of course, the rebounding of Robbins, but the athleticism of Basham. He has single-handedly broke down the press multiple times. The problem's becoming the shooting right now of South Callaway. It seems like every time Camdenton's been able to claw away at it and get it down to a 5 or a 4-point game, South Callaway's answered with a couple big threes.
Yeah, they have. They've always come up with the big shot at the right time and just kind of kept that lead out there, kept that cushion.
Once again, I apologize if you were watching the stream in the first half thinking, boy, these guys are really quiet. I don't hear anything. Yeah, it's a technical error, and guess what? It's fixed. It was a very simple one. I'm just a little not smart. So we have it fixed now. It'll be good to go. I apologize for that. But we will be back with the Lakers on Saturday, whether that be in the championship game or the third place game. Whatever it may be, we will have coverage of that. Of course, we will have other games here at the Tipton Tournament continuing tomorrow and Saturday. You can watch all of those games at MoSportsZone.com. Listen to Camdenton Laker basketball on Mix92.7. And you can keep up with the other teams here in the tournament, whether it be Tipton or Versailles or Eldon. We've got them for you on KS95 as well. That's 95.1 sister station of us here at Mix 92.7. Jason, if you're in the locker room right now and you're Coach Edson talking to the Lakers, what are you telling your squad that you want to see in the second half?
We got to finish. We got to finish, especially around the rim. We got to get them in, get those shots to fall. But, keep shooting. They'll fall. You got too many good shooters on this team for them not to, to keep going like this. So just keep going, keep plugging away. But got to get some of those shots to start falling. But defensively, they're doing a great job.
South Callaway plays a very effective 3-2 zone. They move extremely well in it.
Yeah. And I don't mean to take anything away from their defense because it's been great too.
Oh, it has been. These are two defensive powerhouses. It's going to be really fun to see whomever gets Versailles in the championship game. Versailles is known for their offense. They can light up. Well, we saw Versailles play some lockdown defense tonight of their own. So I don't know what's going to happen with one of these teams in the championship.
Whoever wins this one, I think it's going to be on against the Tigers. Especially on the defensive side. This will be fun.
It's also going to be a don't blink or you miss it game because both teams, all three teams we're talking about, want to get up and run the floor. So, don't look away. Don't pull your eyes. You might miss three plays if you do. But in this one, it's a 10-point lead at the half, 31-21, South Callaway over Camdenton. We'll look at some individual scoring when we come back in just a moment. You're listening to Camdenton Laker basketball on Mix 92.7.
From the snap of the ball to the last play of the game, Danner Roofing and Construction specializes in commercial and residential roofing. Danner Roofing and Construction works hard all 4 quarters and completes every job from start to finish with no money down. No time is wasted on the clock, and the seasoned pros bring home the win every time. When your home or business is ready for a roof or repair, depend on Danner Roofing and Construction. 4 generations of roofing experience and the team to get the job done before the whistle blows. Look them up online and Facebook.
Don't settle for an average rate. Earn 11 times the national average and make the most of your money with a high-yield savings account at First Bank of the Lake. Earn 5.25% APY with a $2,500 minimum opening deposit. Don't wait. Maximize your savings today. Call, come by, or open your high-yield savings account online today. Find out what it's like to work with a bank that puts you first. Member FDIC. APY means annual percentage yield. See bank for details.
We're back in the Hy-Vee halftime show. We've been watching the Camdenton Lakers as they have been battling it out with, South Callaway Bulldogs. And I'm looking right in front of us right now as Coach Walters is in front of us. He's been doing some scouting for the Versailles Tigers. And Coach Walters, actually, Britt, throw your headset on Coach Walters real quick. We're going to put him on another radio station, too. He's just going to be all over the place tonight.
Get it on, yep.
Come on, real quick. We need another basketball-minded on this one. And Coach Walters is the closest thing to that we can find. So, as I get him potted up here, Coach Walters, I know you're the head coach of the Versailles Tigers. You're going to face the winner of this matchup. I know you've had a half to watch them play. What have you seen in this first half?
Oh, they both want to play fast. They want to play fast.
I know that's something Versailles has never liked doing, is playing fast, very slow pace, throw it in the post.
Yeah.
But a lot of athletes out here, too. It's a lot of fun when you got a 6'4" and a 6'6" guy battling down low like we've seen between Robbins and Laux.
Oh yeah, it's been real fun to watch. You don't see a lot of traditional bigs in high school basketball much anymore. Now, the Camdenton, what's the Camdenton kid's name?
Robbins.
So he's more like a traditional one. The one from South Callaway, he stretches it out a little bit and shoots the ball. But it's been fun.
It's a great field here at the Tipton tournament as well. I know you guys have been coming up for a couple of years now. It's fun to see all the different class sizes mixed together. I mean, we go all the way down to Class 1 with a school like Otterville, a few Class 5 schools sprinkled in, some Class 2 and 3 along the way. A lot of diversity in this group.
Yeah, it just shows a lot of people can play with a lot of people. I mean, there's small schools that are really good. There's big schools that are really good. Sometimes it's a matchup thing, and everybody can play with everybody.
Well, then you also get a tight gym like we have here in Tipton. I say tight like the crowd is very close to the court, right on top of you. That's going to make for a fun atmosphere in the championship game on Saturday.
Tell you what, I was on the sideline during our game, and every time I turn around, I'm tripping over feet trying to stay out of the ref's way. It's super tight right up against those bleachers. Yeah, but it should make for a fun atmosphere come Saturday.
All right, well, Coach, I know you got more scouting to do, so I'll let you get to it, but thanks for popping in with us.
No, thank you.
That's Coach Josh Walters, the head coach of the Versailles Tigers. He's out here scouting because he's going to get a matchup with the winner of this game, Camdenton and South Callaway. Coach Walters had a point there. Traditional bigs are hard to come by, but Camdenton has them one in Robbins.
Yeah, they do. You don't see it much in this game anymore. The game's changed a lot, but they definitely have a traditional one right there.
And not only Robbins, but I actually did like a few times when Laux went to the block. He's got a little up and under move he likes to use. He mainly favors that right hand, but he will put it up left-handed. Before the Bulldogs of South Callaway, the advantage of not just 6'6", but then you have Edwards out there at 6'5", who plays more like a stretch forward or a traditional guard, if you will. I should have known when the kid came out wearing a headband. I've always had this irrational fear. If I see a basketball player wearing a headband, I think he's going to be good at basketball. The only thing scarier is when you were a kid and you'd go up to the park and you'd have that one older guy that would show up and he still had Chuck Taylors he played in.
That's the guy that's going to hit you and rattle the back of your molars.
We call him Dave Campbell.
That's David Campbell. It's funny we both have the same guy in mind.
Brain went right there. Oh, we're getting ready for the second half of play. This is going to put a wrap on the Hy-Vee halftime show. 10-point deficit for the Lakers, very much still in this game, but need to start the third quarter hot. You don't have to make it all up in the third quarter, but you'd at least like to get this down to lower single digits.
Yeah, just keep plugging away and chipping away and keep playing that defense like they're doing. And who knows?
And that's the nice thing about a low-scoring affair. I mean, 31.5 is not bad for South Callaway, but, I mean, this has been a low-scoring affair through and through mostly. With points being at a premium, if you can get hot just for a minute or two, get a couple threes to fall, it can change the complete complexion of this game.
Yeah, and Camden had a little streak there in that early in the second quarter where they kind of came back, so they'll be fine.
As we get ready for the poly lift, boat lift, third quarter of play. Lakers, I believe, will have the first possession, as they'll be going to the basket to our left. No, excuse me, that makes more sense. No, South Callaway will get the ball first, going to the basket to our left. South Callaway in the home whites. Jordan Brand versus Camdenton in their Under Armour Road Purples. Quick passing, Laux to Edwards on the short corner. Driving, it's Crocker. Gives it up to Gray, goes back to Laux, high post. He pulls up mid-range jumper and knocks it down. That's a tough shot.
Does Robbins got foul trouble or anything? Or am I missing something?
No, that is a little weird, Robbins.
Yeah, he's on the bench right now. I just
surprised to see that. But a quick pass into Seamow. Can't finish the layup, tipped out of bounds. Seamow was the last to touch it. I am a little surprised to see the Lakers not starting Robbins in the second half. Nonetheless, lineup on the floor. I think Coach Edson trying to go small, maybe pick up the pace a little bit. Tabor Gray gets it across half court and breaks the Laker press. 12-point lead right now for the Bulldogs. Skip pass, goes to Laux, the high post. Tabor Gray steps into a three, off the back iron, won't go, and that's the problem with having your big man out, giving him not one but two offensive rebounds, block shot, but it goes right to Edwards, spin move. He puts up the hook shot up and in.
That's a lot of second chances right there.
I wonder how long Robbins stays on that bench if you're going to give up rebounds like that. It's tipped nearly in the backcourt. Stripped and out and running is Tabor Gray. Left hand off the glass, up and in. And look over at the bench who's ready to come back in, but Robbins.
Yeah.
Lead out to 16. 6:40 to go. Kerr goes to Shepard in the short corner. He drives. Blocked from behind by Laux. A lot of contact, no whistle. Tabor Gray goes to the crossover, working against the defense, but good defense, good denial, and a good board as it's hauled in and running. Reach-in foul going to be called. That was Basham.
Well, he brings that thing down the floor quick, doesn't he?
Basham only knows one speed, and it's a lot faster than I've ever gone in my life.
Very aggressive. I like it.
So into the game, Robbins and Ingold will come in for Borbet and Seamow. Camdenton bouncing under their own basket, 16-point game. In trouble, Ingold has to go long. Basham steps back and gets it on the logo. 3-2 defense. Corner Kerr. Got to go quick with skip passes to break this down. He goes right back to Basham. Double pass fakes back to Kerr. Trying to force it down the block, but it was taken away by Edwards. They were trying to feed Robbins. Tabor Gray crosses half court, just setting up the offense, taking his time. Going to Laux, and it's stolen. Kerr with the steal. He wants to run. Looks like he's going to give it up. No, he takes a shot up and is fouled.
Nothing easy.
Slightly confused. Okay, no, that's Tucker Jones with the foul. His third.
That is his third.
Kerr will shoot two. First one up and falls off the right side. Checking back into the game. Pontius, he'll come in for Jones. South Callaway. Second free throw for Kerr. Up and good. 22-37, lead at 15 for South Callaway. Camdenton back into this 2-2-1 press. They're able to set up. Pontius gets it. Goes over to Crocker. Crocker barely saves it from going out of bounds. A good play. Tabor Gray going to reset the offense. Got Ingold out on him. Over to Crocker to the short corner to Edwards. Back out to Crocker. Steps into a three off the back iron. Tipped around and finally controlled by Kerr. He wants to run. Kerr to the corner to Ingold. Thought about the three. Goes back to Kerr. Gets right inside the defense. Little mid-range floater won't go. Kept alive by Shepard. Thrown backwards multiple times and finally goes off a Camdenton player. Good hustle by both squads, but it's going to go back to South Callaway. 5:18 to go, 37-22, the lead.
Camden can just get one to go down and get some sort of something going.
Camdenton trying to break this, or trying to put in this 2-2-1 press, but it's broken by South Callaway. Crocker, middle of the court. Flips it over, three on the way. It's short, tipped around, goes to the hands of Kerr. Lobs it ahead to Engel, ahead of the field. Right hand off the glass, up and in.
There they got him an easy one.
24-37, lead back to 13. Trying to break the press by himself, and doing so was Tucker Jones. His three long off the iron, controlled by Camdenton's trying to skip it ahead. That's a dangerous pass, and it's stolen by Tabor Gray. Tabor crosses half court. He's got Kerr on his back. Jones drives. Nothing there for him. Skips it over. Mid-range jumper on the way. It's short. Rebound goes to Kerr. Basham wants to run with it. Middle of the floor. Right hand. Going to pull it out to the short corner. Skips it over. He was looking for Shepard. Tabor Gray breaks it up for South Callaway. Ball will stay with the Lakers. Back into the game is Laux. He'll check in for Edwards. So you got to sub out 6'5", but you get to bring in 6'6".
That's not a bad deal, is it?
Inbound to Robbins. Skip pass over to Basham. Steps over, makes some space, fires a three, tries to bank it in. It won't go. Taken away by Kerr. Into Robbins. He's got the mismatch. Feeds Kerr. His shot just won't climb the iron. Out to Tabor Gray, who wants to run. A lot of contact both ways now. Refs just say, yeah, we're going to let you play. Gray steps back, fires a three, and knocks it down. That's a tough shot.
Yeah.
So Camdenton was clawing back into it, but Tabor Gray with a big basket, and the lead's back at 16.
Yeah, that's tough because you got some open looks. You just got to get that thing in, man.
We'll take the break. 3:56 to go here in the Polylift Boat Lift third quarter. 40-24 is the South Callaway lead over Camdenton. You're listening to Camdenton Laker basketball on Mix 92.7.
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
3:56 to go. It's a 16-point lead for South Callaway over Camdenton. Winner goes on to face the Versailles Tigers for the championship, the 85th annual Tipton tournament. I'm Colton Taylor. Kind of jumping around this week. Doing some games on Mix, doing some games on KS95, doing some games on ESPN. You know, we're just everywhere right now. I tried to go do some games on Amazon Prime, but they wouldn't sign the contract with me. And,
ESPN, the Ocho.
Man, I would love to do ESPN, the Ocho. I'm a big cornhole guy. And,
oh yeah.
And, oh man, if I could call the dodgeball events, that'd be the best. I'd just sit there the whole time. That's a bold move, Cotton. That's all I'd say all game. Basham, he gives it up to Ingold. Oh, and Ingold thought about a pass, then went back to the dribble. They're going to get him for a carry. This South Callaway defense is active.
Yes, they are.
Bounces to Crocker, working against Basham. He pushed off with the left arm, no call, and Basham gets the basket. We got a whistle here. What's the problem? Okay, I don't know what just happened there, but the referee wants to talk about something with the scorer's table.
I don't know. That was
cleared a lot of space with that left arm.
Yeah, he did.
All right, Basham running the point. He comes off, screen set by Edson, gives it to Ingold. Ingold trying to make space, defender all over him, pass a little too hot to handle. This is a very tough spot for the Lakers. You're down 18, and it's easy to get your head down and just start letting turnovers happen. Lakers got to have some fight in them and put a little run together here.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to step up for him.
Gray with the ball. He's got Ingold on him. Reach-in foul going to be called.
Man, this is a physical game.
Oh, yeah. I really thought in the second half they'd come out with pads on.
They better, because everybody's hitting the floor now.
Second team fouled, first on Ingold. And good denial on the inbounds. Edson was all over the inbounder, and he forced the 5-second. No, a timeout call before the 5-second call. We'll just go ahead and hold it here because we just took one of those timeouts. Once again, special thanks to the folks here at Tipton High School. Coach Jason Culpepper, AD Coach Jason Culpepper, Superintendent Rob. It's been fun up here this week. They've taken good care of us. When we're done here, Jason and I are going to go find that hospitality room back there.
Yeah, there'll be some left.
What's that? I don't know what Britt's trying to say, but yes, you can come with us.
She can eat. Yeah.
Yes, Britt.
You can come watch us eat.
Yes, it's. I think I heard something about chicken parmesan tonight.
What?
That's what I was told.
Oh man, it's on. It is on.
You don't want to look over there. I think Britt might bite you.
It's on.
We have a very aggressive cameraman here.
I'll knock her down to get.
She was feral, and we took her in. Housed her.
We almost got her house trained.
Getting close. 3:16 to go here in the third. Oh, it's been a long day. All right, on the inbound. Crocker with it. Edson denying him. And nice. Wow, what a draw up from South Callaway. At half court, they went for the lob on the backside.
Don't see that very often.
No, you do not. And I don't think Camdenton was expecting it. As they're going to get Basham, I believe, for the foul. They tried lobbing Tucker Jones, and I don't think he had any intent of dunking or anything. But he was going to try to lay it in. But instead, he got shoved in the process. He'll go to the line for two. He knocks down the first.
Well, just to have a pass that accurate.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's an incredible pass.
That was impressive, to say the least. Second free throw up and good. Lead now goes to 20. Near steal. They're going for Basham. Tabor Gray was there to break it up. Tabor Gray is an impressive athlete.
Yes, he is.
44-24. So Camdenton has struggled to get the offense going as they've only scored 3 points here in this third quarter of play. Basham comes off the screen, goes to his right, crossover, back to the left, trying to make some space. Just outrunning everybody on the floor at the moment. Steps back, thought about a three, gives it up. Good ball movement to Pogue. He goes inside to Edson. Turnaround jumper off the front iron won't go. Laux pulls it down, gives it up to Crocker. South Callaway wants to run. Skip pass ahead to Edwards. One dribble, turns around. Good defense, forcing the errant shot. Back the other way. Pogue barely got rid of it before he traveled. It's a tough spot to be in. Gray wants to run. He's fouled and finishes the shot. Tabor Gray with a little circus act out there converting, and now a chance for an and one opportunity for South Callaway as they have blown this one open 46-24. We'll get some subs in as Robbins checks back into the game. Tabor Gray's three-point opportunity up and falls home. So it's 47-24. 23-point lead in this one for South Callaway. Pogue. Crossover left hand. Goes the high post to Robbins. Extra pass. That was beautiful ball movement. Nice. He beat Shepard on the block for the lay-in. 6:47. High-low action with the Lakers need a near steal. It's on the floor. It is a steal. Ahead, Basham with the right hand off the glass. A little flurry here by the Lakers. Lead at 19. Back the other way. Laux nearly loses it. Picks it up. Caught in a double team. Pogue applying a lot of pressure to Tabor Gray. Basham's going to go out and help. Crocker will drive. Good defense by Robbins. Ball is tipped out of bounds back to the Lakers. It's like a switch just flipped, and Camdenton turned up the energy.
Got a little something working here for him.
1:43 to go in the Polylift Boatlift third quarter. It's a 19-point lead right now for South Callaway. Basham over to Pogue. They've got Robbins at the high post. Feed him. He goes quickly over to Edson. Extra pass out to Basham. Had a look from three and didn't want it. 1:30 to go. Off the Edson screen, he'll fire this one and knocks it down. Contact on the shot, though. Basham a little shook up as he gets up. Lead is down to 16. Trying to answer is South Callaway, and they can't. Shepard has it, wants to run. He tries to pass ahead to Pogue. Pogue able to recover it.
Yeah, I think Basham popped that ankle a little bit, it looks like. He has a brace on it, so I don't know if he retweaked it or what, but he's definitely in a little bit of pain.
So the ref stopping the game to get Basham out. That's a big loss for the Lakers.
Yes, it is. He pushes that ball hard.
Hate to see a kid injured in any state, but Lakers on a bit of a run. Lead at 16 now with 1:11 to play, showing a lot more energy. Kerr, crossover, drives the left side, goes into Robbins. Robbins to Shepard, extra pass in the lay-in. Where has this been hiding?
I don't know, but it's coming alive now.
It's a 14-point game suddenly. Under a minute to play, and they force a turnover. Errant pass out of bounds. So the Lakers, who were dead in the water, I mean, they were down 20 points literally a minute ago. They were down 23. And just like that, it's a 14-point game with a chance to cut it to less. Coach Edson over there thinking, can we just play like this for the full game?
Yeah, no kidding.
Pogue going to use the Robbins screen. Steps back, thought about the three, goes to Robbins at the high post. He goes to Shepard on the low block, working against Edwards. Turnaround jumper won't go. Robbins cleans it up, though. Dished it out to the corner. Three on the way. Won't climb the iron. Pulled in by Laux. 36 seconds to play in the Polylift Boatlift third quarter. Tabor Gray gets it across half court. Trap waiting for him, but he gets rid of it. Crocker. That took a little bit of a bump there from Kerr. Team foul's not really an issue, as that's just going to be, well, a fourth team foul. Anything else will give 2 shots now to South Callaway. Basham going to check back into this game. He's still limping, though.
Yeah, he's hurting a little bit, but they got to have him if they're going to be successful or have any run here.
Trouble on the inbounds. Has to go to the cross-court pass. They're going to spread this one. They don't even hide it with a play call. South Callaway wants 5 out right now. Crocker gives it back to Gray. They're wanting to spread it, and probably not the foul you wanted if you're Coach Edson, because that's going to send Tabor Gray to the line for 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that.
Just overplaying a little bit. Pogue not happy with the foul either. I think he didn't realize that it was that would be the 5th team foul. First free throw for Gray, up and short.
He's human.
Checking back into the game, Pontius. He'll come in for Jones.
It's Gray's first miss on the night. He's had a pretty good shooting night from everywhere.
Well, he corrects it on the second one as it's up and good. And substitution, Tabor Gray will come out of the game. In for him is Deacon Daughtry. 13 seconds to go. Plenty of time for Camdenton to get a look here. Inbounds is The inbounds is to Basham. Patient coming up 4 or 5 seconds ago. He comes off the screen looking for a little help. Basham just has to force the 3 and rattles it in. How did he get that to go? Fading to his right. Basham with a big 3. Just like that, it's a 12-point game. Lakers have rallied back to make this one a contest. We've played 3, 48-36. The South Callaway lead over Camdenton. You're listening to Camdenton Laker basketball on Mix 92.7.
If the exterior of your home needs repair or it's in need of a fresh new look, Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you'll receive excellent service, as our customers have once again voted us Best Roofer at the Lake. We appreciate your business and for trusting us with the exterior of your home. Call us today at 302-ROOF. That's 302-ROOF for all your roofing and siding needs. Elite Roofing and Siding, serving the Lake area for more than 20 years.
A late rally by Camdenton has pulled them out of the hole they were in. Well, for the most part, they were staring down the barrel of a 23-point deficit. And in the last 3 minutes, they cut it down to 12. That is the best the Lakers have looked all night long, especially capped off by that deep 3 that I still haven't figured out how he put in. That was Basham.
That was a nice shot.
And Basham had just turned his ankle right before.
Yeah, he's hurting a little bit, but they got to have him if they have any chance to win. They got to hit him out on the court.
So 12 points is the deficit they have to make up. Winner of this ball game goes on to face Versailles in the championship of the 85th annual Tipton tournament.
I think we've already learned that game is going to be a defensive game.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I say that. The final score is going to wind up being like 90-89.
Well, I don't know. This is going to be a fun one, man.
So Camdenton will have the first possession of this 4th and final quarter. The inbounds is to Borbay. Borbay gets to the mid-range, trying to feed Robbins, goes off player's knee, out of bounds, stays with the Lakers. Camdenton with the ball into their own basket. Kerr is the trigger man. They get it into Edson. His shot won't climb the iron. He's fighting to keep it alive. Robbins swoops in, a jump ball, tying up with Laux. Possession arrow favors South Callaway. Robbins is just always looking for the board.
Yeah, he is.
Down to meet the ball is Laux. Nearly poked from behind. It's ahead to Crocker, who's pressured by Borbay. Gets it to Gray. Nice. Good feed. The shot won't go. Little short jumper, and it's controlled by Kerr. Still on the floor. Kerr running with it. No. Kerr was trying to dribble it while running and couldn't get the handle back. It goes off his ankle out of bounds.
Oh, that's frustrating. You knew he wanted that man to get that thing down to a 10-point lead.
Tucker Jones to inbound for South Callaway. Staying with the full court man pressure now. And a near steal. Oof. It's back-to-back plays that Kerr's like, I was so close. Lakers have really picked up their intensity.
Yes, they have.
South Callaway inbounding under their own basket. Lobbing. They go back to Tabor Gray. When anything gets tight, they call Tabor Gray. Gray just kind of standing there posing with the basketball, thinking, are you going to come pressure me? And finally Kerr does. Looking for the back cut. They find Jones on the back cut. Tucker Jones with the first points in the 4th quarter. South Callaway up by 14.
Gray is a very smart player. That was a beautiful pass.
Kerr drives baseline, spin move through some contact. Robbins gets the miss, puts it up and in. 38-50. So this Camdenton offense coming alive late. Jones picks up the dribble on the press, goes back to Tabor Gray, using that left arm a lot. And Kerr kind of looking out like, hey guys, I got stiff arm. Can I get some help here? But the reach-in foul is going to go on Kerr, his 3rd, team's first.
I think the crowd agrees with you about the forearm.
It's a bad sign when the crowd agrees with me. Timeout going to be called by the South Callaway bench. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Camdenton Laker basketball on Mix 92.7.
Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home. Your stability, in the time of need. Serving Camden County and the Lake area for 94 years. Family owned and operated. Let Allie Holman Howe be your funeral guide during your family's time of passage. A proud supporter of Camdenton Lakers and always available for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with a licensed funeral director. Located right off the square on Business 5 North, Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home. Online and Facebook.
KLOZ Eldon.
6:50 to play in this fourth quarter. It's a 12-point lead for South Callaway. Camdenton has really turned up the intensity in this last, half a quarter or so, stepping up and playing well. Oh, wow. Okay, so School of the Osage had to cancel the game tonight at the Eugene High School as Eugene lost power. I don't know what's going to happen with that one yet, but so the School of the Osage game for tonight that was scheduled to take place at the Eugene tournament is not taking place. It has been canceled. No idea on a reschedule yet. Jeez. It is hard to play in the dark.
You think somebody's standing outside there with some cutters?
It could be. It could be. Didn't like a matchup tonight, so we're just going to get out of that one. So Camdenton forces a turnover, 12-point lead, 12-point deficit facing Camdenton. But they have the basketball trying to cut into it with 6:30 to go here in this fourth quarter of play. Basham, turnaround jumper off the back iron. Robbins tips it, keeps it alive, pulls down the board, kicks it to the corner. Good look from Kerr. Off the rim, won't go. Outrunning ahead of the defense, Tabor Gray. Basham gets back to contest, but Gray able to finish it.
Tough.
How does Basham run that fast with a bad ankle?
I don't know.
Basham step back contested three off the near iron, goes to Borbay. Borbay off the right side of the glass. Just wouldn't climb the rim. Robbins gets the miss and puts it in.
Robbins is a beast down in there, man.
She really is. 40-52. Lead stays at 12. And a jump ball forced by Borbay. Yes, possession arrow favors the Lakers.
If Camden can just get this thing to 10 or less, I'd like to see what they can do. Mentally, if you can get this thing under 10, coming from 23 down, I mean, that would be huge.
And it's huge for your season as well.
Yeah.
Kerr will be the inbounder. Looking for someone on a cut. He finds Robbins and immediately fouled by Edwards. Team foul number 2. It's got 5:53 to play. 52-40. It's a 12-point lead for South Callaway. Winner advances to the championship of this Tipton tournament. Kerr looking for somebody. Needs help. And going up to get it was Pogue. Goes to Basham. Step back three. Tough shot. Lokes pulls it in. I don't think Basham needs any help with his confidence shooting the ball.
No, I don't think he's shy about it.
But hey, the kid can make them, so all the more power to him.
Trying to make something happen.
South Callaway to inbounds, 2 team fouls each, 5:40 to go. Really applying some pressure, but breaking it down is Tabor Gray. Little two-man game winds up back in the hands of Gray. He's got Pogue out on him, creates some space. Pogue really smothering him right now. Good defense, try to use a loud screen. Jones has to come back and meet the pass before going back to Gray. Double team on the way. They're trying to force him across the baseline. Instead, he gives it up. Right back in the hands of Gray. When all else fails, they go to Tabor Gray. And, ooh.
I don't know how they don't call that.
I'm a little surprised because it's happening in front of the officials.
I mean, that's just
definitely extending the arm. Pontius will come out of the game. Crocker will check back in for him. So that foul going to go on Kerr, his 4th. Or excuse me, that foul didn't go on Kerr. That foul went on Basham. Driving. Gray gives it up to Crocker, over to Laux. Thought about the 3. Got Edson out on him. Ball back to Crocker now. Pogue all over him. Near steal, it's tipped, goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Lakers. 5 minutes to play in a 12-point deficit Camdenton's trying to climb out of. They trailed by as much as 23. But really fought back late in this one.
Just can't get that thing lower than 12.
Jones going to walk it up the floor. Out to meet him is Shepard for the Lakers. Gray thought about the 3. He's got Kerr out on him. They're trying to post up Laux down low, but Robbins doing good work. They're going to get Kerr for the reach-in foul. Gray is fast.
He's an unbelievable player, man.
I mean, he's not very big. Maybe 5'9".
Nah, I like how Camden could throw 2 or 3 guys at him out here, and he is cool under fire.
Oh, he's
quick.
quick.
In his hand. He doesn't panic. He's Joe Cool.
Going back to get the pass was Tucker Jones. Finds Crocker. Double team from the Lakers. Crocker turns the corner, but a blocking foul going to be called on Edson. Team foul number 5. That's going to send South Callaway to the free throw line for 2. Ready to check in at the next dead ball is Seamow for the Lakers. He comes in. He'll check in for Edson. First free throw, no good for Crocker. Once again, lead stays at 12. 4:44 to go in the fourth. Timeout going to be called by the Lakers. We'll take the break as well. You're listening to Camdenton Laker basketball on Mix 92.7.
Every day, your Jefferson City and Osage Beach Hy-Vee pharmacies are committed to your health and wellness. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, Medicare Advantage plans, and most commercial plans, they'll cover up to 8 over-the-counter COVID-19 tests per month at no cost through Hy-Vee. Most plans cover these costs and no prescription is required. Stop in at your Osage Beach or Jefferson City Hy-Vee pharmacy and see the helpful pharmacy staff today.
4:44 to play in the fourth quarter. 12 points is the deficit. A chance to extend it to 13 at the free throw line for South Callaway. Camdenton has shown me something, because when they got down 23, we talked about it's easy to just put your head down and call it a night. But that's when they really turned it on and started battling.
Yeah. You could hang your head and call it quits, but they just kind of dug in, and they fought back. They just can't get it under 12. I'd love to see them get this thing under 10 in this last few minutes of this game, just to see what they can do. Mentally, I think that's huge.
Colton Crocker at the free throw line. He can extend it to 13. It's weird hearing the crowd yell, "Come on, Colton." I automatically just want to be like, "Oh, thanks. Appreciate it."
There you go, man. They're cheering for you.
In the game right now for Camdenton, Shepard, Seamow, Robbins, Ingold as the second free throw up and good, and Pogue. 40-53. 13-point lead right now for South Callaway. Ingold. He's got an odd matchup as he's got the center Laux out on him. Ingold turns the corner, thought he could blow right by him, and he did. Right-hand scoop shot. Lead at 11. Applying some pressure is Camdenton. They've got Tabor Gray, but Tabor Gray just able to break it down by himself.
Yeah.
A trap waiting for him, but he passes out of it. Goes to Crocker. Colton Crocker to the right. Gives it up to Edwards. Harassed in the corner, and another timeout going to be called by South Callaway. We went 39 seconds without timeout, so I guess we were about due.
Do some more talking.
We'll hold it right here. A reminder once again, this game, all the games of the Tipton tournament, it seems like, on MoSportsZone.com. You can go back and watch any of the earlier contests. I apologize for the lack of audio in the first half. I just forget things. There are a lot of things to forget, and it turns out I can forget most of them very, very well. But special thanks to all the people up here at Tipton making things so hospitable. Got to talk with Dr. Rob and A.D. Culpepper for the game coming up tomorrow night on KS95. We'll have the trophy games from the girls' side. The Tipton ladies and California ladies going to battle it out for the championship.
That'll be good.
That game last year was everything and more. Whatever people paid for admission, they should have been charged double.
Yes. People need to come out and watch it, man. Get here early because it'll be full.
Oh, this place will be packed.
Half blue and half red. I remember that last year.
12 miles up the road is the home of the Pintos, and, of course, right here, the home of the Tipton Lady Cardinals as they fight it out. Two powerhouses in mid-Missouri. But right now, we're talking about South Callaway and Camdenton. South Callaway able to break the press, get into the front court. We're under 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Winner advances the championship. It's 11-point lead for South Callaway. In a trap is Crocker, and it's stolen by Shepard. That's what the Lakers needed. Shepard ahead of steam, right hand off the glass. And Tabor Gray with an amazing defensive play to block that with no foul.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
But Camdenton keeps possession. Needing a little help on the inbounds. They get in the corner. Pogue lines up a three halfway down. Robbins tries to put it in, won't fall. Ingold with the miss. Or with the rebound, excuse me. Seamow tries to get in the paint. Couple hesitations, and he's fouled on the shot attempt. He'll go to the line for two. Camdenton is going to look back at this game and say, man, how many shots did we have just fall off the side of the iron?
I mean, that rim has been unforgiving to Camdenton tonight.
Seamow can cut this to a single-digit game. First free throw up and good. Lead at 10, 53-43. Second free throw coming up. And it's up and good as well. 44-53. Camdenton was down 23. They now find themselves down 9. Really applying that press, trying to force turnover. It's tipped on the floor. Somehow Crocker comes away with it. Colton Crocker, that is, for South Callaway. They find Gray, and he is fouled. Seamow was just trying to pop it loose, but instead he got him on the arm, and that will send Tabor Gray to the line. Gray, once again, has been the go-to guy when things get...
He's the rock.
He's an outstanding player. Tabor Gray, 5'11", and a senior. First free throw short, though. Once again, Camdenton,
they're hanging around.
They are. Robbins checks in. He comes in for Seamow. So this is interesting. If you by chance get a miss here at a 3 on the other end, it could get down to as low as 6, and it is a miss. Good box out by Shepard. The ball hit the floor once before Robbins came up with it.
Don't see that very often.
Borbay attacks, has it stripped, gets it back. Shot off the iron won't go. Rebound loose. Saved back by a Laker player. However, goes right into the hands of Tabor Gray. Nearly fouled. Throws it away, though. It's picked up by Pogue. He throws it ahead to Borbay. And the problem is Borbay and Ingold both thought each other was defending a player and tried to tip it away. Tabor Gray trying to turn a corner. He goes right into a trap. Has to go to the corner. Goes down to Laux. Laux clears some space with the left arm. Puts it up and in.
Yes, he did.
44-55, lead back at 11. Borbay trying to go to the top of the key, but it's stripped out and running is Gray. Gray dishes it off at the last second. Player doesn't want to put a shot up, though. That was Crocker. He'll go back to Edwards at the top of the key, who goes back to Colton Crocker. To Laux, inside to Edwards. Back out to Gray. 2:25 to go. Gray drives, dishes it out to Crocker. South Callaway more than happy to run some time here, and that's just what they're doing. The lead at 11, 55-44. Trapped by Camdenton. Crocker gets inside. Edwards near steal. Ingold had a shot at it, but just couldn't quite get there. And on his way to the rim, Gray draws the foul and will go to the line for 2.
A lot of time off the clock on that possession.
A lot of time indeed. South Callaway is very, very good at running clock. They've got a lot of quick athletes and a lot of size, and they know how to use it. Gray's first free throw up and good. 44-56. Lead back at 12. Kerchek's back into the game for Shepard. Second free throw up and good as well. 44-57. It's a 13-point lead now for South Callaway. A little confusion on the substitution. 2-10, a 13-point lead. Camdenton has got to work fast. Ingold, ahead to Pogue. He goes into Robbins. Shot fake, spins the middle of the floor, kicks it out to the corner. Basham's got a look and knocks it down. Basham with the 3. Lead back to 10. 47-57. What do we have? Quick foul on Basham. Not what you wanted, because that will be his 5th foul. Foul him out of the game right after knocking down a big 3. Basham played very well tonight.
Yes, he did play very well tonight. He had 4 threes on the night. Some huge times, too. 14 points altogether for that young man.
Also just realized that at some point in time, we got a technical?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. A fan? Apparently it was a fan, Colt. They just took him out.
Oh, they tossed a fan out?
Tossed a fan. I think that was a technical.
Oh, well, we'll have that on those big jobs. A reminder, if you go to a high school sporting event Please don't be that fan that gets tossed out.
Please don't be that guy.
It's now a 12-point lead after the fan made free throws. 47-58. Trap put on by Camdenton. South Callaway, good ball movement, winds up in the hands of Edwards inside. His shot won't go. Rebound controlled by Edson. Lakers want to run. Pogue's got to look at three. It's long. Rebound controlled by Crocker. Quickly back the other way. He'll slow it down. 1:39 to play. Attacks the basket. Shot won't go. Edwards the board. Spin move. Dishes to the corner. Lokes has got to look from three and will take it. A little surprised to see him shoot that. Ingold pulls it in. Under 1:30 to go. It's a 12-point lead right now. Kerr comes off the Pogue screen. Hesitates. Drives. Shot fake. Gives it up to Pogue. Trying to create a little space, get a shot off, can't, goes into Robbins, back out to Kerr. He's got space, lets it fly off the back iron, dives and falls through. No idea how he got it to do it, but it worked.
It went.
50-59, back to a 9-point game. Skip pass ahead to Crocker, right at a minute to play now. Crocker to Edwards, back to Crocker. Double team being applied. Inside to Jones. Whipping the ball around and finds Edwards. We're at 50 seconds to play. South Callaway's burned a lot of time in the same set. Camdenton has really fought back in this game, but the clock is not on their side. Jones in a double team steps through, gets to Laux. We're now down under 40 seconds to play. 35 make it. Moving the ball around. If the Lakers were going to foul, I think the time may have already passed.
Yeah, I think you've already missed your chance.
Under 30 seconds to go. Edwards bobbles it, but comes back up with it on the baseline, and it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Pogue. So 23 seconds to go, and it's looking like the championship this year is going to be South Callaway and Versailles. And third place will see California versus Camdenton. Technically, that was a Tri-County matchup at one point in time, wasn't it?
Up until, I think, 83.
I'm so glad we have a historian with us.
I know. It was 82 or 83. I think 83.
Inbounds finds Tabor Gray, and he is fouled with 14.5 to go, so he'll go to the line for two more. So we will be back with you on Saturday for the third place game right here on Mix 92.7 between Camdenton and California. I know what you're thinking. Colton's, the game's not over. It's 9 points in 14.5 seconds, and lead may be extended right here. I'm just kind of guessing. First free throw up and good. 60-50, the lead. Second free throw attempt coming up for Tabor Gray. Rolls off the iron, won't go. Pulled in by Robbins. Camdenton enough time to get a shot off here. And a foul just to get the subs in for South Callaway. And
I think you got to check in first.
Yeah, the officials saying, everybody back over there. Come on now. We got to do this the right way. And South Callaway will clear their bench. With 10 seconds to go, you get a couple kids in there. Inbounds to Borbay. Turns the corner, forces up a mid-range jumper, won't go. Saved by Edson between his leg to Robbins, who lays it in. 52-60, and that's how this one will come to a close. The Lakers lose a hard-fought battle to South Callaway. South Callaway advances to the championship of the Tipton tournament. Lakers will move on to play California for third place on Saturday. Post-game show coming up in just a moment. You're listening to Camdenton Laker basketball on Mix 92.7.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
What a game. It's 4th and goal. Winter Shelton drops back in shotgun. Here's the snap. Shelton bootlegs. He keeps it. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown! When it comes to winning and real estate, there's one team crushing the competition. Winter Shelton Real Estate Group.
Shelton is crushing it.
Look them up online and Facebook.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
And we are back with the High-Tech Auto Body and Towing post-game show. It was a tough battle. That saw South Callaway come up with a win over the Camdenton Lakers by a score of 60-52. The Lakers found themselves trailing by as much as 23 in the third quarter before really rallying late in the third, starting a run and to cut this down to an 8-point game. Scoring by quarter for the Lakers, 8, 13, 15, and 16. For South Callaway, 12, 19, 17, and 12. How'd things shape up individually, Jason?
Well, for South Callaway, we have, obviously leading the way, Tabor Gray had a great night. And I believe Miss Laura Piercy just sent me a message that Tabor Gray also plays with Ryder and Reese and Jackson Bailey.
I heard that the other night, actually.
Think about trying to guard that team.
I don't want to.
Adam Laux came in with 17 big points as well. We have Ethan Edwards with 2, Colton Crocker with 8, Colton Adrian with 2, and Tucker Jones with 8. So that rounds out the scoring for them. Camdenton, we have a lot of scores for Camdenton. Edson with 2. We have Dylan Kerr with 4. Colton Ingold with 4. Jackson Basham with 14. 4 threes out of that 14 as well. Johnny Seamount with 6. Oscar Robbins, 12 points inside. We have Braden Shepard with 6 and Alan Pogue with 4. A lot of scores for Camdenton there.
I thought it was a good effort tonight by the Lakers, especially once again you find yourself down 23 instead of putting your head down. They really dug in and showed some fight, and that's going to help them later on in the season. And I was holding on to see if Coach Edson was coming up. I think he wants to spend some time with his kids, so we'll probably just put a wrap on this thing pretty quick as it's getting kind of late. We will be back on Saturday with the third-place game for the Lakers as they face off with California. You can listen to that game right here on Mix92.7. And, of course, we'll be streaming on MoSportsZone.com. Be back on MoSportsZone tomorrow as well as Saturday. Jason, any final thoughts on what we've seen here tonight?
No, just another great day of basketball, man. I know it gets tiring. I know you're tired. But, man, this is a total privilege to get to come in here in this tournament and get to watch great basketball like this. What a great place.
It's been a lot of fun. Appreciate Jim back at the studio for engineering tonight's broadcast. Britt on the camera for Jason. He's Jason. I'm Colton. This has been another presentation of Camden.